What is up, Guardians? Welcome to Swille Gaming, where you can stay up to date with Destiny content. This season, Arc has been incredibly strong, and I've been working on Guardian ranks lately, and some of the higher rank objectives require high-end content completion. Knowing how strong Arc is right now, I put together a build that absolutely decimates the battlefield, and today I'm going to show it to you. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by breaking down our subclass. For our super, we'll be running Chaos Reach, our class ability will be Healing Rift, our melee will be Ball Lightning, and our grenade will be Pulse Grenade. Our first aspect is Arc Soul. When you cast your Rift, you're going to create an Arc turret that fires at enemies near you. This is especially nice when you find yourself in situations with dense adds. Your Rift is going to protect you to a degree, and your Arc Soul is going to help you eliminate those adds. If you're playing in a fire team, your allies also get an Arc Soul just for passing through your Rift. An additional benefit for playing in a team is that your Rift charges faster. With the exotic helmet we're running, you'll be getting your Rift back very quickly, and you should have an Arc Soul almost all the time, if not all the time. Our next aspect will be Electrostatic Mind. This aspect will create ionic traces when you kill adds with Arc abilities or adds that are jolted or blinded. This will also work very nicely with our exotic helmet to get us our abilities back very quickly. Additionally, collecting ionic traces makes you amplified. Moving on to fragments, first we have Spark of Magnitude, which is just going to make our lingering arc grenades last longer. To pair with that, we have Spark of Shock, which causes our grenades to jolt targets. Very simple, but very effective. Next we have Spark of Ions, where defeating a jolted target creates an ionic trace. And our last fragment is Spark of Resistance, which is just going to help with survivability. So as far as our subclass goes, our gameplay will be aimed at creating a ton of ionic traces to get our abilities back at an insane rate. And if you saw my Strand build video, you saw how quickly we got our abilities back. But with this Arc build, you'll get them back even faster. We have a lot of that taken care of already with just our subclass. We can put some mods on our armor to make ability regen even faster, which we will get to. Let's talk about weapons that synergize well with this build. Alright guys, for weapons here, we're going to go over a couple different options you can use. There's more than one good answer for this, but really any sort of Arc synergy is going to really help this build out. So let's start off in our kinetic slot. I'm currently running Until Its Return. It's a Strand shotgun that came out this season. This one's got auto-loading holster on it, which is nice because you don't really have to waste time reloading. This one's also got Adrenaline Junkie on it, which is going to help you out with your grenades. So shotgun's a really good choice here, especially this 140 is nice. If you got like those yellow bars running up on you, you can take those adds out that are going to mess you up pretty quickly. So this is a good choice here. If you don't want to run a shotgun, fusion rifle is also a good choice for this slot. Alright, next slot, in our energy slot, I'm running the Risk Runner. This is an exotic submachine gun. This came out a long time ago, but this also works very, very well with this build. This one's exotic perk is Arc Conductor, and this states when taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful and it resists incoming arc damage and kills extended time in this overcharged state. It also has a perk on it called Super Conductor, and when Arc Conductor is active, shots fired have the chance to become chain lightning and return ammo. So obviously you're chaining lightning to enemies here, but you also have built-in subsistence. So this is also a very, very good choice. Tons of arc damage going on and subsistence, you can't go wrong there. In my heavy slot, I'm running the Hothead. It's a great legendary arc rocket launcher. In my opinion, this is the best legendary rocket in the game. If you're not running something like Galley for your solar subclass, Hothead is a great choice, and especially since this one is arc, it's going to work very well with our build. Now we can do a couple other things here. I'm not going to go over everything. I'll show you one other alternative that I like to use. So we'll start off in our energy slot, and here I might put on something like a Plug 1 fusion rifle. This one's got reservoir burst on it, so this one's going to work nicely too, because when your magazine is full, that first kill is going to cause an arc explosion, which is very, very powerful and again works well with your arc build. So you could do that, or you could put on this Thunderlord. It's an exotic machine gun, and this one's really good for overload champions, but the nice thing is Reign of Havoc is the exotic perk here, and this says final blows with this weapon generate stunning lightning strikes from above, and it's also strong against overload champions as we stated. But also we have lightning rounds, where this weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. Continuous damage generates stunning lightning strikes. So this is also a very good choice for your arc build. So 1 and 2 loadouts if you want here. So Plug 1 Arc Fusion Rifle and Thunderlord for your exotic heavy, or you can go the other route running Hothead here with Risk Runner. So that's going to work very nicely for you. Next up, we're going to go over our armor, guys, and the mods we want to put on there, and also what kind of stats you're going to be looking for. So let's go ahead and start with stats. If you guys have paid attention to any of my build videos, as a Warlock, I always swear by a ton of resilience, 100 resilience, and 100 discipline. Recovery is also another really good option. So these are the three stats you want to really focus on here. If you can't get them all 100, that's totally fine. Just get them as close as you can. And if you guys do need help obtaining high stat armor, I will link a video I made on getting high stat armor at the top of the screen. So just look out for that now and go ahead and click on that if you need help getting high stat armor. Moving on to armor. In our helmet slot, we are looking at the Fallen Sunstar. This is going to be our exotic helmet here. And this one states ionic traces you create move faster and grant you additional ability energy. And nearby allies also gain ability energy when you collect an ionic trace. So it's a very good perk. Remember, our whole subclass build is around generating those ionic traces to get our arc abilities back really fast. So this pairs very, very nicely with our arc build here. For mods, you guys want to go ahead and put on a heavy ammo finder, and then put on 2 arc siphons, and whenever you get kills or rapid arc weapon final blows, you're going to create an orb of power. And again, orbs of power are going to get us our abilities back faster, so again, more sources for generating ability energy and getting our abilities back quickly. For our gloves, you're going to want to go ahead and put on impact induction here, so whenever you cause damage with a melee, it's going to reduce your grenade cooldown. And then bolstering detonation, this grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade, so we're getting our grenades back faster. We're going to use our grenades to get us our class ability, and the class ability is going to get us our arc soul, which is going to give us those arc turrets, and that's going to help take care of those adds. You can also put on a fastball here, and this is going to help you throw your grenades further, but if you don't really have a problem with that, you can put something on like firepower, which is going to create orbs when you get kills with grenades. That could also be very useful. Grenade kickstart's pretty good here too. Whenever your grenade energy is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. On our chest, go ahead and put on emergency reinforcement. That's going to help you stay alive. Whenever your shields become broken, you gain temporary damage reduction. This is very useful. It's going to help you stay alive a lot longer. And we're also going to put on 2 arc reserves here, and this is just so you can have more ammo for your arc weapons. If you have 2 of these on, I notice that generally when my magazine is full for my hothead, my rocket launcher, I have 9 rounds, so that's pretty good. I'd say pretty useful. On our boots, we're going to go ahead and put on 2 arc weapon surges. This is going to make our arc weapons stronger whenever we collect orbs of power and have an armor charge. So 2 of these is going to make our arc weapons pretty strong. We're also going to put on an arc scavenger, so whenever we pick up ammo for whatever arc weapon we're using, we're going to get more ammo. And then lastly, on our bond, we're going to run 2 bombers, and this just reduces our grenade cooldown when we use our class ability. And if you remember, we said we're going to get our class ability back very quickly. We're going to be using it a lot, so this is going to generate us a ton of grenade energy. And then our last mod will be Reaper, and this says after your class ability is used, your next weapon final blow spawns an orb of power. Again, more methods to getting our abilities back even more quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play out so you can see the build work in its entirety. So there we have it on today's Arc Warlock build, guys. And if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.